Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today we're actually having another little mini series, and this mini series is going to be using up this paper pad. So I have 5 little ideas that I would like to do in which we can use this paper pad up. So let's have a look at it. It's called Rays of Sunshine, and I got this from That's Crafty. How many sheets is in there? So there is a set of 24 double-sided papers within here. So absolutely beautiful. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? So these are the papers. So I'm assuming we get 6 different designs. Really, really nice. Okay, and then we're back to the beginning. So that's one side, and then the other side is more muted, which is perfect. Look at these patterns. That one's upside down. Well, they all are. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're getting it looks like 4 sheets of each, and then right at the back, and I think maybe on this as well, yeah, we've got some cut parts. So I really like that they've used the covers that have cut parts at the back, which is fab, because we can definitely use them. So our first part is going to be creating some clusters. Now I'm making clusters because these are going to end up being toppers, or you know, they're going to end up being decorations, which I think I love making clusters. Do you know I haven't made in a while? Snippet roll. We haven't done a snippet roll either in forever. So, but yeah, we're going to do clusters today. So I mean, these are going to be perfect to, especially these ones are going to be perfect to start our clusters off, using the tags, and then just adding a few bits. I'm going to bring in my bit box for this, because yeah, I do feel like we're going to need some bits and pieces on there. But the aim of this little mini series is just to give you a few ideas on what you can do to use up a 6x6 paper pad. So you could join in, find yourself a paper pad. It doesn't have to have as many sheets as what I have. You know, you could just pick up a 12 sheet one, and then just create a few things along with each video. And then at the end, hopefully, you will also have used up a paper pad too. So this is all about stash busting. It's about using what we have in our stash, because, you know, we all love to buy new products. I'm very guilty of it. There's Lady. As most of you are aware, I'm definitely guilty of it. I'm supposed to be saving up for a studio. Yeah, I keep spending in the sales. But yeah, so we are very guilty, but then we forget that, you know, we've already got so many beautiful things within our stash, and you know, it's them that get forgotten about. And yeah, I do feel like we do need to start using these things up, these pieces up. It's one of the reasons why I started doing my how many cards can I create videos, because I wanted to use up my stuff, and I wanted to actually have a play with my things as well. And I love creating those videos, and I already know that you guys love them too. You tell me all the time, and they are my favorite videos to create, because I get to just, Lady is really snoring behind me, I get to just relax and, you know, enjoy my products, have a play, and at the end of it use up you know, a paper pad, some toppers, and have some beautiful cards at the end of it that I gift to charity. So yeah, I either gift them to charity or I send them out when people order from me. So there's a few things that I do with my cards. I get asked that all the time actually. What do I do with all the cards? And yeah, majority goes to charity, and then I keep a handful out for myself. So because I could definitely, well, I probably could find a way to send that many cards out again. I mean, last year, just in the how many cards alone, we made over 1,800 sorry, cards, which is just crazy. And there's I definitely can't send that many out. I probably maybe sent out about 500 last year. But yeah, definitely can't send that many. But yeah. So I'm just going to finish cutting these out. We're going to grab our bit box and see what's in there to go with these. I'm also thinking I want a bit of lace. The only downside is I don't have a glue gun. Well, I do have a glue gun, but I don't want to use it because I had an incident with the Tonic Studio glue gun. They have refunded me, bless them, which is really nice. And I never thought to keep the gun to send it off to see if there was so that their engineers could look at it, but it actually blew up on me. And it was very scary. I was in the middle of doing a video and this like bright orange spark just shot out from it. And yeah, there was a loud bang. I showed it to my husband. He was like, wow, okay, yeah, you're not exaggerating, Dawn. Because normally I exaggerate these things, as most people do. You know, it's something that we're very good at doing. But this time I was definitely not exaggerating. And because I had video footage of it, I said to my husband, I said, I just want it out the house. I don't want it in the house. Please get it out. So we just binned it. And I sent the footage off to Tonic just to make them aware, really, and they were really good about it. Because I've had the glue gun for about 8 months. But yeah, I'm so scared of using it. And to use the lace, I really do need to have yeah, to have my glue gun. So I'm sort of now thinking, do I get this one out and risk it? Or do I just buy a different make? Because yeah, it was, honestly, I'm not joking, it was so scary. And it probably sounds like I'm exaggerating, but honestly, if I could show you the clip, guys, I would. But unfortunately, it's got radio music over it, and I wanted to keep the radio music on because then that way you could hear the bang. Well, Tonic could hear the bang of it, so I wanted to just make sure that so yeah, unfortunately I can't put the clip here on YouTube of what happened. So yeah, they haven't heard of this happening before, so that's good. So hopefully it is just a one-off incident, but you know, when something just scares you. But like I said, they were really good. I wasn't even expecting a refund. I just wanted to make them aware of the fact that my gun blew up in my hand. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That's so beautiful. Right, I'm gonna go off camera and fussy cut these three out. And yeah, I'm gonna get, I can always use my Fabri-Tac, couldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna grab some lace, because I think this collection would really look nice with some lace. So I'm gonna grab some lace. Yeah, and I'll grab my bit box and then I'll be back. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Right, okay, I'm back. They are cut out, so we've got everything there. We have our papers, and she was so quiet until I came on. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is just grab 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we're going to use 6 in this video. So let me move them out of the way. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I want to have a look to see what I want for my background. That is just gorgeous, and I feel like, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut some of the bits off, which we can then use as embellishments later on or down the line. And then use the leftover bits for the base of our clusters. So for instance, I mean, this is just a gorgeous floral element, which I think would look really, really nice as a focal point on a card or a tag, or, you know, an envelope. It could even be a focal point on a cluster, but I think I'm going to save this. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to put that over there. And then what we're going to do, because I would like to make some clusters, is we're going to take the rest of this paper and we're going to tear it into little bits, so that we can, let me just, so we can turn this into our cluster bases. Now I don't want any straight edges on this, so we can have them either way, and a little bit odd as well. Let's do that. So that's them ones. Right, let's have a look on here. I think this one can just go straight. Right, what I'm going to do with this one is actually just rip it into 4. So we'll do quite a big one on that one. Now this one, we've got this beautiful, beautiful border. So I am going to cut around this like so. Because again, we can use this. So if we can use these pieces, then I would like to, you know, fussy cut them, because I don't want to fussy cut them all, but I think it's nice when you can take some elements from the papers and, you know, use them as your focus. So we're going to just do that. Okay. The good thing about this is it doesn't have to be perfect, so that'll go on there. And we've got this other side as well. It's really beautiful, which I think I'm going to use as well. And then we'll use that center bit to do our some more clusters. And I think I'm going to keep them quite jaggedy as well, because I think that'll be nice. So have them the shape that they are. What I'll do is I'll cut them. I don't normally do my clusters with straight edges, but however, I think because this is quite wavy, I think it'll work out quite nice. So I'm going to have that as a cluster, and then we'll have 2. Yeah, let's have them. Right, what do we have on these ones? So I like that. Do I want to cut that out? Of course I want to cut it out. I want to cut everything out. Right. So I'm just gonna tackle it from here. Yeah. I'm just gonna go all the way around. Oh, how lovely is that? That's gorgeous. And then again, we can just, I'm going to rip around this one, use the rest of it, put that on there, as our cluster bases. So this one I'm just going to rip in half, and we'll leave that one. So we'll have some nice big ones. So it's just looking at your papers, and it's a way to like use it all up as well, especially if you're wanting to cut elements out. We would normally get rid of those scrappy bits, when actually we can make something really awesome out of them, which is what hopefully we're going to do here today. So just cut it around like so. Okay, and like I say, we can use these in another part of our little mini series. And then I quite like this bit here, this edge, so I am actually going to cut that out and then cut around the flowers. Okay, like so. because I just think that looks really, really nice, and that would look nice as a feature as well. There we go. Right, okay, so for this bit, let's have those two, because we can add the papers together as well, which is quite nice. Oh, this paper is just gorgeous. So I think you can see exactly what I'm about to do on this one. I love papers like this. I just think they're so beautiful. So I'm just going to cut around this part, and I am going to cut around this part as well, just so that it's ready for us to use when we come to it. Okay, so there's one bit, and then we're going to do this bit as well. I just don't want to waste any of it, I think. I mean, there's a couple of scrappy bits that I mean, I'll get rid of those little bits, but yeah, it's just so beautiful. So it's working out where I want to sort of start this. Okay, got that gorgeous bit of lace there. Right, perfect. Okay, and then I'm just going to rip that one in half like so. Right, okay, so we've got our bases for the bits, the clusters. I've got some lace here, so let's cut this down. Actually, let me get my bigger scissors. Okay, and what I want to do is I'm going to tear this into little pieces. Okay, so just starting them off. Okay, and then I'm going to cut them down into little bits. So yeah, right. Okay, and then that. I also want to grab some inks, I think, because I think it'd be nice to use some inks on this. Right, okay. Right, okay, so I think that's that. Now, I do have my stuff here, and I think I'm wanting to go with florals. I've got some gorgeous flowers in there that will go quite nice. Oh, got some pink lace in here as well that we can definitely use. And then I've got some sort of flowery bits at the bottom that might go as well. So I'm going to use these. So pop them off to the side. I'll do a couple with you, and then I'm going to pop you on a speed up. So what I'm going to do is I want to add some stuff together. I am just going to use my glue for this, if I can find my glue. What did I do with it? Right, I have no idea. So let's grab a glue out. And let's use this. Oh, I'm trying to be careful because I've got a box right behind me. A lady is right near that box. I'm being careful not to hurt her. So what I'm going to do, oh, the other thing I can use is my stapler. So we're just going to pop some glue on. And then some lace. As I said, lace is just beautiful. I'm going to add a bit of both, you know. So I love making clusters. If you've watched my channel much, then you'll know that clusters is something that straight away, I love that. So what I'm going to do so that all stays together is grab my stapler, staple that in, but then I am going to pop some glue and it will stick it. Okay. Okay, and then that's going to go there like so, and then we've got a choice. Let's have a look. These are mainly like Christmassy bits, but I think they'll definitely work in here. Oh, I quite like that on there. But then we can always add a word as well. These are stickers. However, what I like about them is we can stick them with the white backing on or not. Oh, there. Smell the roses. I like that. So we could have that coming in. Let's cut it down. Like I say, it is a sticker, but I'm not going to use it as a sticker. So I'll have that there, that there, and then maybe that just under there like that. Yeah, I like that. So this is all I'm going to do, and because it can be quite a long process to create these, like I said, I will pop you on speed up for the rest of them. Because I like you to see, I mean, feel free to skip right to the end to see them all if you don't want to watch. I completely understand, but I just like you to have the option between seeing them and not seeing them. And then we have our first little cluster that we can use on anything. How pretty is that? So I hope you enjoy this little bit, and yeah, I'll see you at the end when all of these are done. want to make some more. But I know that if I make more, then we're not going to have enough paper pad for the next 4 episodes. I've had so much fun. I really honestly have had so much fun. I love making clusters. And then when you start, you're a bit... So when I started, I was like, oh, I don't know if these are going to go really well. And then when you get in the swing of it and you just start, and then ideas come to you, and I honestly, I've just loved it. And we've made some beautiful... I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, really sorry about that. That was Huffy. So yeah, it was nice talking to him. It's always lovely talking to him. So while I was talking to him, I just put these out. So we've made quite a few, and I'm loving them. So they're probably not looking like much, but where did I put the papers? Let's have a look. Actually, let's just grab this. So if you say have a background of paper and you just put one on, that actually goes so nicely. I mean, these, yeah, I mean, how nice is that? And then a sentiment. Oh, just beautiful. So we've made quite a few, and I've used them all different ways, and different sort of, well, they're all very similar in colour. How gorgeous do they look on their own? Honestly, guys, if you've never made clusters, really do highly recommend it. Oh, they're just beautiful. I might match some of these on this green cardstock, actually. We've even got some small ones. That one I actually did take off and we used the sticker. How lovely is that? Isn't that just lovely? So like I said, I did make a big one. I ended up taking one of the pieces from there, but how could I not? With they're just beautiful, and I'm very surprised that one went, but I just loved it, so I went with it. The key to making these is not thinking too much. I love that one too. Is not thinking too much about them. It really is just having a play. So my sort of I don't know, ingredient, shall we say, for one of these is I need a base. So I rip some papers up like we did there. So we always have a base. I'll then put on a piece of lace. I love lace on clusters. Although this one doesn't have lace, but I didn't feel like it needed it. So yeah, so I start off with my base piece of paper, then I go with my lace, and then I have a topper. For this particular set, I've gone with flowers because it is a very floral paper pad that we are using in this series. Yeah, and maybe a sentiment, but not all the time. So I think I've only got 3 that have sentiments on. So these 3, which were the first ones that I did, and then I sort of started and was like, actually, you know what, for the first time I'm not going to put on a sentiment. So and then embellishments. So embellishments as in if I want to add any gems. So that one's got some gems on. If I want to add any wooden elements. So yeah, so that's sort of my ingredient list when I'm doing clusters, and that's my personal style. So a base, lace, topper. That's or a fuzzy cut item. Literally, that is how I create my clusters. And once I get in the swing of it, I love doing it. So these are going to come up. Like I said, we are going to use everything. So I'm going to pop these all into my tray. And I'm going to say goodbye for this video, and I will see you guys on my next video, so which will be a part 2. Yeah, so this is part 1 of using up our 6x6 paper pad, and I will be back for part 2. Now I'm going to pop all of these bits in here as well, because these are all now going to be classed as my toppers. So we now have a toppers thing. I've also got in here is all my word stickers, my handwritten sentiments, my sticker sentiments. So just and then I've got the inks that I use. So I actually use Spun Sugar and Worn Lipstick. I found Spun Sugar was a bit too light, so I brought in the Worn Lipstick. So I'm all set for my next video. So yeah, I'm gonna go and have a coffee, and yeah, you guys will have to wait until tomorrow. Well, I'm saying tomorrow. I don't know how I put these up half the time. I do them, then I don't know. But yeah, video 2 will be on its way very soon in this mini series. I hope you've enjoyed the first part, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Until then, please do stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.